everyone, it's Lou. Welcome to my page and welcome to my video. Today I am going to address those landlords that believe that they are entitled to the private documentation. I'm talking about copies of driver's licenses, passports, Centrelink statements, bank statements of their tenants. So the only exclusion is if you are self-managing, then you are the primary user of that information. But if you are not, then you are a secondary user. In Australia, we are governed by Commonwealth legislation like the Privacy Act, Anti-Discrimination Act, and a whole host of other acts. Then we are then governed by the state legislation. In Queensland, where we operate from, we are governed by the Residential Tenancies and Roomings Accommodations Act and the Property Occupations Act when we have a relationship with an owner and an agent. So they're the two pieces of legislation that we have to comply with. But we don't even get to the state because the Privacy Act states that when you are collecting data from somebody for a purpose, that is your primary purpose. And in this instance, when a tenant applies for a rental property, the purpose is to verify whether they're going to be suitable to offer or enter into a general tenancy agreement with the person who is making that request, and that is the agent. If the agent passes that information onto a landlord, then the landlord holds a secondary purpose, and that is actually prohibited under the legislation unless it is consented to in writing by the tenant or applicant themselves. So be very careful with that piece of legislation. It has always been enacted to this effect. However, because everybody debates on a state level, they don't realise they've actually breached it. The legislation, especially here in Queensland, as of May of this year, has been really strict, and now they have put it in black and white. So if you believe that you're entitled to it, well, you're not. Agents in Queensland are restricted to what they can actually request, how they store it, and when they delete it, and how they delete it. There are fines and penalties associated, so you just don't want to get investigated by the RTA. The Commonwealth legislation overrides all of this. So regardless of anything else, you are not entitled to it. Feel free to pass this on to somebody that you do know that believes this, and feel free to leave me any comments. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a lovely day.